AFC in the 2019 NFL Pro Bowl game. Excitement as this Pro Bowl is underway from Orlando, Florida. This is taken near the 13. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The AFC heading out on offense, and leading him is number 15 from the Kansas City Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes, in his first ever Pro Bowl.
Get your tux, get your best suit. Let's head to the red carpet. NFL Honors is coming up, and he will be the heavy favorite to be the NFL MVP. And let's face it, we'll see him here at the Pro Bowl many times to come in future years.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now
Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Mahomes to his KC teammate Kelce for the AFC first. On first down, Connor, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of
a 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Oh, that was dangerous. Throw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Breeze. Complete to Jones. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jarrell Casey with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
You know, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen? It's caught at the 10. Touchdown! 48 yards. And the NFC has taken the early lead. So the NFC with our first touchdown of the game. And, of course, we'll probably see some offense in this one. I don't know, though, that we'll see what we saw in 2013 when the NFC posted 62 points.
That was crazy, even for a Pro Bowl. 62 points. I think you watch your voice in that one, talking about all the touchdowns that they scored.
I would love to see 63 or more, though, I got to tell you. All about offense in this thing.
Pro Bowl offense. Let's go.
He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelce is complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. They'll run it here with the Chargers' Melvin Gordon. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front, so when you talk with GMs to the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. It'll be first and goal when we come back. 8-0 our score. We'll return after this message. You're watching the NFL, and it's right here on EA Sports.
Push him back. Push him back.
Oh, how about this on first and goal? And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a second and goal. Mahomes going to throw. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back to...
And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. Travis Kelce there to make the grab. And the AFC is within a 2-point conversion of tying this football game. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting...
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it.
I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. They start with a give to Connor, and they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box, and guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he cannot get rid of it. The NFC getting in there for the sack. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Tariq Cohen of the Bears back deep for the NFC. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Taking it about the 16. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the NFC will take over 1st and 10. The NFC offense heading back onto the field. Well, we can continue to talk Pro Bowl as we go along, but let's talk a little Super Bowl. Super Bowl 53, 1 week from today over in Atlanta. New England taking on the Rams. Time for your Super Bowl prediction, CD. What do you think?
Well, everyone thinks defense when they think the New England Patriots. But in the time that they've had their head coach and their quarterback, Tom Brady, guess what? They're the #1 offensive team in the NFL. And you know the Rams are high flyers as well. So that tells me that this Super Bowl, low scoring. It's going to be a total anomaly. I'm thinking somewhere in the neighborhood of 13-10 final score. Going totally opposite what it should be.
Well, I'm going to completely disagree. I see high scoring, maybe 51-44, something like that. The 2 punters, Johnny Hecker and Ryan Allen, don't even show up to this one.
Johnny Hecker might throw a touchdown pass because you know the Rams like to fake it when he's on the field. One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. They had to fly, just sit.
Mike, 55. Check 55, Mike.
They do go for it. It's Breeze. And complete to Zach Ertz. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the AFC is going to get the football back in great field position. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there's a time to be aggressive. Now.
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. Kind of surprised they accept the penalty.
The only thing that comes to mind for me is they want to move them back 5 yards because they feel good about their defense. But in most situations, you take the down. And that's what counts more.
Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. Now the AFC going to take a timeout. It's their second as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive. 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So on 4th down, out comes Jason Myers for the AFC field goal. From the right hash, this from 33. Myers' kick is good. And they will take a somewhat rare 12-8 lead.
Well, no surprise there. Extremely reliable during the regular season. Bailed his team out time and again. Knocks another one through this time in the Pro Bowl.
Fielded about a yard deep. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field.
Personal foul.
I'm not sure what this is about.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas. This is caught inside the 15. So we're at halftime of the 20. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. The NFC offense heads out to begin this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 20. And touchdown. Zach Ertz. 73 yards. And the NFC has retaken the lead. That's what we want right there, CD. It's a Pro Bowl. Give us some of these long touchdowns.
We want plays that cover a lot of ground. We want long-distance plays, whether long-distance runs, long-distance passes. It doesn't matter. In the Pro Bowl, big plays are what we're all looking for.
Now Breeze will bring his guys to the line to go for 2. Here's Breeze to throw. Escapes the sack. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means it had to be with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 at their own 43. Connor. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Gets it to Gordon. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. On first down, Mahomes. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And now it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. That's complete. It's Gordon. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That last catch winds up costing him 3, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd and 13. Now here's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Here's the NFC offense set to take over again. Breeze and the NFC come up now with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, ball's out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like...
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete. So Breeze is going to stay out there, and they're going to go for this on 4th down. Breeze now to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So nursing a slim lead, and that is the opposite of protecting that slim lead.
All I can think here is that...
And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. Travis Kelce, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the AFC has once again taken the lead. Well, the defense did their job, and then, boom, a 1-play drive. The offense does their job pretty well, too.
Is that called rewarding them and thanking them for what they did? They went right out and put points on the board. Thank you so much for getting us the football.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Breeze and the NFC come up now with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. Sliding out of the pocket. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a 1st. It's NFC football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. Now Breeze. They'll roll him out right. Escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. To throw, it's Breeze. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. Brees to Ertz for the NFC first.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from.
This is caught inside the 15. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. It's a big play that time for the NFC. 53 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Step up with supreme confidence.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
That's just flat out a terrific play because it's rare that you see a hitch route batted down. That means someone read that one really well and was right on the spot when the ball got to the receiver.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So it's the NFC with the football as we welcome you back. They come up on the play of the game now. 4th and goal. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will score. Touchdown NFC. Zach Ertz, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the NFC has taken the lead here in the 4th. Here's a carry for Saquon Barkley and the Giants. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The AFC offensive unit getting set to take over. And one thing you'd like to see in a Pro Bowl, a competitive contest. We've got that just like the last 2 seasons. A one-score game as we play here in the 4th.
But I'd love to know.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack. They'll look to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. 23 yards on the play. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He'll look to throw. He finds Hopkins complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Back to throw. Going underneath for Gordon. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Very much in range for a tying field goal as they hurry to the line. He's back to throw. They complete it to Hill. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Mahomes finding his fellow Chief Hill for the AFC first down. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Oh, no, he lost the football. Now the AFC going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now the AFC going to take a timeout. It's their 2nd, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
Here we go.